Hey YouTube, it's me, Jim the Giant. So today I'm going to be giving advice to the fitness New Year's resolutioners. This advice is going to be geared towards people with strength and physique goals, but some of this information will be useful to people with other fitness goals as well. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is what I call the success triangle, and that is hard work, knowledge, and consistency. Lack any of these three things, and you're simply not going to achieve the results you want. For example, if you lack knowledge, but you go to the gym 5 days a week and you train your ass off while you're there, you're not going to see very good results because you're not going to know what you're doing. You'll be doing random ineffective crap. You're likely to just burn yourself out, and you're going to make yourself more injury prone in the process. If you lack hard work, you could be at the gym 5 days a week. You could know everything there is to know about lifting, but you're not going to be pushing your body hard enough to stimulate any form of adaptation. And of course, consistency, and this is something that I've struggled with in the past. You could know everything there is to know. You could be pushing yourself really hard when you're in the gym, but if you're only there 1 day a week, you're going to end up regressing between the workouts just as much as you've improved yourself during the workouts. So that's again, you're not going to see the results which you're after. Second thing I'd like to talk about is money. Of course, this is one of the most important things for a lot of people, so that's why I put this near the beginning of the video. And again, hopefully this hasn't reached you too late. But I'd just like to say, don't spend a single penny until you've done the research. It's a sad fact that fitness, in essence, is part of the self-help industry, and by that I mean there's a hell of a lot of desperate people who are willing to believe anything, and wherever you see desperate people willing to believe anything, you'll see con artists who are willing to sell them anything. I have wasted loads of money in the past on useless supplements, poor quality weightlifting belts, weights and barbells which become useless within a few months of training, and gym membership in gyms with inadequate equipment. So, um, I'll give you a quick rundown of some information which might help you here. So for your first few months, unless you really do just have the money to burn, the only thing you'll need to pay for is your gym membership and perhaps spending some more money on food as well. So when you're looking for a gym, the first thing you have to look out for is Olympic lifting bars. They're the 20 kilo long barbells. Um, Make sure you've got those loose, not in machines which force the bar along an axis. If you've got those, you can do a very wide array of lifts. You also want either power racks. They're these big sort of cage type things with four uprights and safety bars along, and you can put the Olympic bar in there and use those for squatting. You can put a bench in there, and with the safeties in place, you can do the bench press in there as well. So you either want power racks or you want squat racks and benches. If your gym doesn't have those, then find another gym. Beyond that, having pull-up bars is very useful. Dumbbells up to at least £100 if you're male. If you're female, £50 will suffice for a fair few years probably. And some isolation machines are a bonus as well, but just make sure that they have the Olympic bars, power racks, and squat racks or benches. Um, there's a few other things, of course, you'll need to know. Next thing is programming. Don't try and write your own program if you're a beginner. As intelligent as you may think you are, you simply don't know enough to write an effective long-term program. So find a decent program online which fits which fits your needs. For example, if you want to get into powerlifting, just go onto Google and search for beginner powerlifting programs or beginner bodybuilding programs, beginner strongman programs. There's plenty to choose from, and yeah, so trust the experts there. Don't just go in and try and write your own program. Don't try and modify the programs in any way, shape or form. At your current level, you simply don't have the knowledge to do that effectively. Also, you'll need to know about correct form and safety. There's plenty of videos online to do with correct form, so please look those up before you go out and do the exercises, because you're either going to if you don't, you're either going to do them ineffectively or you're going to do them dangerously. So the two which I see people doing wrong the most are the squat and the bench press. So quick demonstration of some of those movements. When it comes to the squat, you have to make sure that you break parallel. It's good to have an objective place to actually go to on the lifts, because otherwise, how do you know if you're making progress? If you increase the weight but you're decreasing the motion all the time, then obviously that's ineffective. So with the squat, you need to make sure that the top of your hip crease there goes below the top of your knee. When it comes to the bench press, so unfortunately I don't have a bench press in here, but I can use this. What you have to do with the bench press is make sure it actually touches your chest. If it touches your chest, then that's good enough form. There's obviously a hell of a lot more which you need to work on it, so it is a surprisingly technical lift, but make sure it comes down and touches the chest. I see far too many people who do really crap range of motion. A lot of people think they can't touch the chest, and that's because they flare the elbows too much, and yeah, I can't do it there. What you want to, how you avoid that is you keep the forearm vertical and you bring it down like that. See, the arm stays in a vertical position the whole way. The narrower you grip it, the further it goes down. The wider you grip it, the further it stays up. So you don't want to grip too wide. Generally, this is okay. There is also narrow grip bench press as well, but as long as you're touching the chest with each rep, you're doing a good enough job. So, quick edit, when it comes to choosing a program, personally, I think beginners should be doing full body rather than body part splits, because you train each part of the body with a higher frequency, which will enable them to get stronger and grow much faster. Also, I wouldn't do any more than 3 days a week, because that's going to be a big enough change to your schedule as it is, and you can always add more in later on if you feel like you're able to. The first 3 to 4 weeks, you're going to ache like a motherfucker, so get through that period first before you decide to add anything else into it. So I think that's about all I've got to say. I mean, there's a fantastic fitness community here on YouTube, so check out lots of the other videos as well. And to summarise what I've said so far, if you have the knowledge, the consistency and the hard work, you will get the results you're after eventually. Make sure you learn about programming. Don't make up your own program. Use something which is tried and tested. Learn the correct form. Learn about safety. And if you can do all of those things, you are going to see progress. So thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.